I would like to give a special now-addict shout out to I Love Nails, Jazzy, April Shorty, and Miss Black Sheep Does Nails for being the first one to comment on my last video. Thank you, ladies. Hey my beauties, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I'm using my Luck Forever XXL Coffin Nail Tips, and my Madam Glam shades today are Blue Caraco, and the second one is Midnight Magic, or Magic Night, my bad. So it's a blue set, as we can see, just something real simple and cute. I'm gonna use these dip powders to pour over for my embossed look. I've never tried dip powders, and I got a suggestion from someone on a previous video when I said I ran out of clear to use colored acrylic, but y'all, I threw out all of my acrylic because it's something I know that I'm not going to be able to use, not thinking to save some of the colors that I know I can pour over when I want to do like an embossed look. And I'm mad at myself for that because I had some pretty great acrylics, but they're gone now. That's a done deal. And I have dip powder left, so I'm gonna try that today. So starting in, I'm going in with Blue Caraco. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And I'm going to paint my index and my ring finger in a full shade of this color, and then give that a 30-second cure. Off camera with this color, I do a second coat, curing that for 30 seconds as well. Then I'm going in with my Nail Reserve matte top coat, and I'm going to go ahead and put a layer over all of my nails and cure that for 30 seconds. On my index, I'm going to make a dotted snowflake, 2 of them, and this is the easiest snowflake you're going to learn to make. So I'm going to make 5 dots vertically, then horizontally I'm going to make 2 more on the side of that center dot, and then 2 more on either side on top of, you can kind of see what I mean. I don't even know how, but it's very easy. Now, the key to making it look really nice is you want to use the tip of your brush to go through those dots, and it just makes a very nice snowflake-like effect. I feel like when I do this, I don't do my dots big enough so that you're able to really see them, but to me it does look like a snowflake, so it just works for me. I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. You have a center dot that you're working around. You're going to do 2 on top vertically, 2 on bottom vertically, 2 to the side of that center dot horizontally, and then right on top of that dot there, and everything kind of lines up. Then you take your brush, the tip of it, and just go through all of the dots, and you create a snowflake. And I'm going to pour over that darker blue acrylic, and it's a glitter acrylic, so these came out really, really nice. But once I pour over the dip powder, it's actually dip powder, my bad. Once I pour over the dip powder, I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. For my middle finger, I'm going to take Magic Night, and I'm going to create a French tip on this finger here. I forgot to, again, map out how I learned to do a French tip, and I'm going to keep that in mind for my next set. If I do a French tip, I'm going to show you how I started. And then how I became where I am now, because now I'm very comfortable. I don't have to map anything out, and I feel like my Frenches come out pretty nice. Sometimes they're a little wonky, and I do have to fix them, as you'll see in this one here, but that's okay. Once you get it kind of mapped where you want, you can go back in and just clean it up, or like fix it and perfect it to your liking. For this one, I'm gonna leave this wet, and then I'm gonna pour over that same dark blue glitter dip powder, and then cure that for 30 seconds. And this is what the nails are looking like so far. For my pinky, I'm going to go in with a full nail of Magic Night. And again, pour over that blue dip powder. I actually did this set about 2 years ago, but I used different colors. I used pink and purple to do the set. And I just needed something really quick, and I wanted to change up the colors of the set. So I did want to see it in a blue design, and I must say I actually like the blue design a little bit better. It does definitely give winter vibes a little bit more than the pink and purple. Although the pink and purple was really pretty, this one definitely just screams it a bit more. I gotta start putting cards on my video, y'all. I be forgetting, I don't think, but I'm gonna start putting cards on my video. Maybe this will be when I can start to put a card for that same design I did 2 years ago. If you want to go and watch that video, again, it's pretty much the same, but with purple and pink. It came out pretty cute. So I'm pouring over, and then I'm gonna cure for 30 seconds. And then the thumb is the exact same as the middle finger, where it's just a French tip with that poured over. And pretty simple, straight to the point. And I just really like how this came out with the different blues. To start my ring finger, I'm going up the center with Magic Night and just creating a line, and then I'm going to pour over that blue dip powder and cure for 30 seconds. On either side of the line, I'm going to use blue Caraco, and I'm going to create a sweater nail design, the same design on both sides, and just go down with my lines, and then I will connect them and pour over that light blue dip powder on these particular nails and cure. And I love how this nail came out. I hope that everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you may be. And as always, thank you for taking the time to watch my video. It is greatly appreciated. If you are new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you for joining me on my nail journey. If you're watching and you're not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. And if you've been subscribed, new or old, I love you oh so much. After pouring over the dip powder, this pretty much sums up the set. I'll pour over the dip powder and then cure for 30 seconds. Off camera, I do apply some cuticle oil, and I'll be back in just a moment with the final look. And here's the finished set. Super wintry, like it just gives winter vibes. I love it. The matte finishes everything. But comment down below and let me know what you think of the set. And if you've made it this far into the video, I would love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember to be the very best that you can be, and much love to all.